So I'm hearing many of you feel like you have no one, which in the physical, it could feel that way. All right. Hey, I'm Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So that's what I'm getting. Many of you feel like you have absolutely no one. And that could be true, like I said, in the physical, but in the spiritual, you have a big family, right? That's there supporting you, and they've been with you from the beginning. Now, you're not having anyone that you can depend on, call on, or connect with. That's just a representation of the obstacle that has been placed before you in your life to overcome. And the reason why you are to overcome this feeling of having no one, or reality for you of having no one, is so that you can continue to push through and get to the other side, so that you can actually find or be, not really find, but magnetize your soul family, those that are in alignment with your truth. Because there's other individuals that are just like you, that think like you, or think in accordance to what you believe in your life to be your mission. Okay. And when you push through and you just continue on, even though it's hard, because I know it's hard, but when you could push through and keep going, even when it's hard, eventually you get to exactly where you need to be, and you will be around who is meant for you. So don't allow the lies of the physical to, I heard, castrate you from the spiritual. Separate, sever. Because the physical is not it. It's not all there is. And that's what we get confused. We begin to believe that the physical is it. But there's so much more than just the physical. There's the spiritual. And I feel as though the spiritual is greater than the physical. Because when you really think about it, the spiritual, it covers more bases. It covers more ground. And it's easy to move. It can move around more. And it can also have a greater impact in your life when you allow that spirituality within you to really take over your vessel. When you allow the presence of God to take over your vessel, things that were once harmful to your emotional state become almost comical, because it's like, I'm not about to let that bother me. Why would I even do that? Because it's not really helping me. And once you can see it from that standpoint, it really helps you to be able to push through it when things get so hard you feel like you can't take it anymore. And it's a part of our lesson here. I heard "Baby Hold On to Me." Is that Gerald Levert? Baby, hold on to me. Why am I? Baby, hold on to me. I'm hearing that song. It's almost like God saying, just hold on to me. Hold on to me. That song just came out of nowhere. Hold on to me, because in order for you to grow, these are things that we just have to go through, because this is the whole point of life. And I know it sucks. I know. It's just like, why? But there's purpose in it, and there's a bigger purse. I didn't mean to say that. There's a bigger purpose beyond what we can see with our physical eye. It's just so much bigger than us. And if we could just do our own thing by living our life and getting through that, I feel as though as a collective we accomplish so much for the spirit realm, and we don't even know. Ooh, I just thought about something. They just gave me something. Hold on, I don't want to lose it. Okay, you know how they say, right? Which is true, I believe it's true, that our energy is always being siphoned, taken, right? Our energy is always being taken. Our fear, sadness, confusion is always being siphoned from the enemy, okay? Because we have a light and they want to just take it from us, right? However, when we're able to push through that trouble And it's almost like we show spirit that we are working for spirit. We are working towards the greater good, because we know when we push through and we get to the end of the tunnel, we are collectively giving our energy to God instead of allowing our energy to go to the devil, the enemy, right? That's interesting, but I feel it. I get it. I see it. That's nice. I like it. I like that idea. I like that thought. Thank you, Spirit. I just appreciated it, because it's just, see, you know how you put gas in the car and you make it go? If you can use the energy from Spirit to help you go through the difficult times, there is a greater purpose beyond what you can see. We can't see it because we are just human right now. We can't see it. But there's so much more that happens when we are able to push through here and we are able to be on go when we want to give up. We are collectively making a great impact towards heaven on earth, towards the greater good, towards an altruistic approach, like altruism for everyone, right? And I just feel like that's beautiful, because we always talk about energy siphoning from like vampiric energies, which it does happen, it's true. I think a lot of that happens even in concerts when there's big crowds and people are like, you know, wilding out and they just super excited, their energy is high, and then they do all of these questionable activities on the stage. So it's like, gimme, 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 from many people to take from. However, if we can continue to push through, even though it's hard, and allow the tears to fall and just keep going until we get to the destination where we come out of the shadow, able to see clearly and understand more than we did before we went through the spiritual test, we give our energy, or we invest our energy into the greater good when we don't give up on ourselves. When we give up on ourselves and we lose all hope, we lose all motivation, we give the energy that should be an investment to God, we just hand it over to the enemy, because you give up. And then when you give up, it's just like you just hand over your life to the enemy to take over and manipulate you, make you feel horrible, worthless, this, that, and the third. When you are able to combat those negative thoughts that make you feel like you can't go anymore, you're tithing in. It's like you are giving, you're investing into the greater good. And not only will it benefit you and your relationship with God, but it also benefits those who are in your presence, because your growth, your ascension, your spiritual growth will also help those around you. It's not just you. You know, it's not just you. It's so much more. That's why I keep on hearing it's so much bigger than us. You know, it's so much bigger than us. But if I hope you understood that. I hope it was able to spark something within you, because that was a message, or it is a message, and it's a very powerful message if you can understand what I mean by saying that you not giving up on yourself is showing love to the divine and to self. When you show love to self, you show love to divine, to God. You show love to the Creator when you give love to yourself. And love to yourself is not giving up on yourself even when you want to. Think about someone that you love. Like, I'm trying to give you a different perspective. What if there was someone, or some of you could be going through this now, there's someone that you had to take care of, and they were living their last days, and you sacrificed your wanting to go out with friends or do whatever you wanted to do to take care of that person because there's love there. That is giving to spirit. That is giving to the strength of love collectively. We might think it's selfish, or we might look at it like, oh, that's just my family. It's just that we don't realize how that can cause a domino effect, and it could be much bigger than what we realize. Because when you openly, genuinely want to do something for someone, and it's something that lifts spirits, that lifts up spirits, it triggers the frequency for everyone, even though it feels like it's just your confined life. It's more than that, and that's what Spirit is telling me right now. It's more than what you think. Okay, so when you feel like you want to give up, don't. Because it's not in your best interest. No matter how you look at it, it wouldn't be in your best interest if you were to give up on yourself. Okay? Because not only are you showing yourself love, you are expressing your love to the divine for giving you the opportunity to have such an experience, because it's not always bad. In the beginning, and if you get stuck, it could feel like, why am I even here? But if you can just not give up on yourself and keep going, you will see the end of the road to actually see what's there for you. There's just different things that we all have to go through before we can be granted access to the next phase. And that's what it is for everyone. So it's not just you, it's everyone. We all go through this. I'm gonna get a charm because I haven't gotten any in a while. Let me see what comes out today. It's a flamingo, a pink flamingo. It's giving pink rose quartz, love. Oh, we talking about love, balancing love, and the balancing act. It's giving in between realms, in between the spirit realm and the physical realm. I'm also getting the time right before you wake up and the time right before you go to sleep. Those times are very sensitive to all of us spiritually. That's when, even if you're someone who doesn't see visions that much, you can actually see a vision in that time, because it's such a powerful state of being when you are in between realms, because that is the space of being tapped in, more in alignment with the cosmos and with celestial activity. Okay? Some of you pay attention. Well, I'm going to say all of you. Pay attention to your dreams if you have any. Pay attention to your dreams, because there's something there for you. But just pay attention and try to remember. Before you go to sleep, make intentions or speak intentions to remember. So if you're someone who you feel like you just don't remember your dreams, start to speak your intention of remembering into your space before you sleep, so that you can strengthen your ability, to remember. Okay. All right, my loves, that's all I have for you. Yeah, everything you do, do it with love. Always remember the creator is in you and the magic is too, because you are magical. And I'll see you in the next video.